as you're getting ready for bed, getting into comfy clothes, trying to decide, how many pillows you're going to stick on the bed, gold dragonborn next to you says, listen, I'm never going to complain about talking to my friends. I love all my friends. I really, really do. I don't understand why everyone wants to talk right before bed, though. Why is it right before bed? Especially about, heavy things. Can't it be first thing in the morning after I've gotten some sleep? And with that, welcome to episode 45, where Orkira plays Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, 45. Jeez. And welcome to, we're gonna have a little bit of a long rest after we talk to a couple of folks. And then today, I believe, it's time to help out our buddy Astarion. That's right. Last time, we helped out Shadowheart with her family problems. So I think it's only fair that this week we help out Astarion with his. So yeah, more trauma. More trauma. Today's Traumaville. I mean, really, it's Baldur's Gate 3. It is Traumaville everywhere. So, hi, Luke McKay. I'm glad you were able to put a message in the Moonbeam chat. I'm having, let me try to say hello again. Maybe it'll work. Nope, message fails. I'm, for some reason, having problems getting my messages to go through in the Moonbeam chat, but I do see you. So if you're in my Moonbeam realm, hi. I do see your messages. Also, if you're in the Dungeon Scrawlers Twitch chat, I see you as well, and welcome. So let's do the rules here if you happen to be new to this stream, which, hey, if you're brand new after 45 episodes, bless you and thank you for joining us, because, hey, welcome. So this is a spoiler-filled show, which I, once again, hope if you're joining us after 45 episodes that you're okay with, but, just in case. Because, this game's been out for a while, we've been playing for a while, I have played through much of this game, and so there's going to be spoilers. I will turn to chat and ask for help for stuff. I will say about stuff that we're gonna try to do and decisions that we're gonna make. That being said, if you do offer a suggestion, which you are more than welcome to do in this chat, not in other people's streams, double check in other people's streams before you start offering suggestions. In this chat, you're more than welcome to offer suggestions, but you gotta be cool if I don't take your suggestions, because I am playing a very specific character here. Orkira Illdrex is, she's her own character. She might make, let's say, non-optimal decisions. Although, optimal is in the eye of the beholder. Also, remember to drink water, have a snack, and be nice. All right. Anyway, back to it. So last time we helped out Shadowheart. This time we're gonna talk to a couple of folks, and then we're gonna take ourselves a long rest, which we don't take too often because I do have the mod engaged that lets us have everybody in our party all at once. Which, yes, also means that all of the fights, including this one that we're gonna go do with Astarion, are not gonna be that hard. But once again, I'm playing this game for the characters and for the story and for the fun of playing Orkira and not for the fights. I also like the idea that I'm standing here talking and that Karlak is talking back to me. So, yeah. So there's no one in specific who has an exclamation mark. I talk for a living. There's no one in specific with an exclamation mark over their heads. However, look who's back. There she is. The amazing Dame Aelin. Back from having a crisis of conscience. So the last time we saw her was 2-3 episodes ago, where we were helping Gale. Not with family issues, funny enough. We were helping Gale because he wanted to go to Sorcerer Sundry's because he wanted to find out all about Karsus and Tarsus stuff. And we had to go and talk to Loroican and convince him that doing what Ketheric Thorn wanted to do was a real bad idea. And Dame Aelin, in all of her awesomeness, persuaded him in the best way possible, which was a mace to the face. And then afterwards, she felt a little weird about it and then was gone for a while. And so, yeah.
I have something to ask.
I do.
Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
She's back. She's right there. Hi.
Ally mine. We are reunited once more.
Hi.
I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
Yeah. I don't think she needed much help, but you're right about the dastardly part. I mean, all three of these are good options. I think, yes, it's her pleasure. She's happy to help, but I don't know if she'd go that far, because, he had it coming. I mean, Lauren would say he had it coming. He had it coming all along. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? Anytime that I can go to musical makes me happy. Hopefully he'll be the last. That's I hope you can rest easy now. I feel like that's the way to go, even though I know that that's not, it's Dame Aelin. Nothing makes her rest easy. She is a holy avenger in angel form, but I hope you can be a little happier now.
I always do. With darling Isabel by my side.
Oh, I love
Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Oh.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Okay, bye. It was nice to have you in camp. The two of you are awesome and amazing and relationship goals. Nope, change your mind? I mean, at least stay the night, right? Yeah, I mean, at least get a long rest before you go. You're gonna go fight a whole bunch of people and yeah, nope, you gotta go right away. All right, I mean, for all I know, you took a power nap before you left, so maybe that's okay. I mean, or you can come back. You know what? I'll leave you to decide that for yourself. You can decide that on your own. I don't know if that's a bug or what. So, all right. I don't know if. I mean, we should have a chat with Shadowheart at least.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister. It almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. Childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids.
Why did you go and spend more time there? Perhaps that's why you like night orchids. Some part of you remember that. Oh, I want to ask all of these. But I mean, I'm not that kind of healer. But perhaps that's why you like night orchids.
Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway,
Here?
I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
What about the memories that were taken from you? I want to talk about this. Yeah, so, what about the memories that were taken?
Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them.
Fade with time, they always do. Shared that for no... Okay. What about us? Do you still remember all we've been through? Yeah, I mean... Once again, all three of these are true, but I think Orkira is going to lean towards... They'll fade. They always do.
Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them.
I mean, at the moment... We're a little distracted, so I have a feeling you're gonna get the chance to just be very distracted with, you know, saving the universe. Shard did that for no other purpose but sheer spite.
Shah seeks to break people. To fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts.
Yeah. What about us? Do you still remember all we've been through? I mean, it doesn't sound like, but I'm sure.
Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it.
I mean, I think we just talked about all that's happened to us, so we'll pause there. I mean, I'm guessing everybody else is just gonna kind of mention...
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
Okay, so probably everybody's got, like, thoughts on what happened with the Crown of Karsus. Now, I wonder if I talk to him again. Did he say anything about Shadowheart?
Always good to talk, my friend.
Okay. I wonder if I...
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely.
I wouldn't say that.
Blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
I mean... I would say that they parted. I don't want to say amicably, but like it was a. I don't think she forsaked it. It was weird. It was weird. That's a whole weird conversation. This is that. You know what? I'm going to ask this. It's such a weird way to say that. It doesn't have to be your fight. It's certainly not your typical habitat. Hey, how you holding up?
The city, you mean, with all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle. I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support, and that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life, but little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better.
Also, the
all that
giant
potential
army.
is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me. preaching like an initiate in his cups.
Define dream. Perhaps you can help find the balance. I expect such naivete from an archdruid. Wow. Okay, first off, if I was gonna be nasty, at least this is like prime. I pulled out the thesaurus for this. I didn't expect such naivete in an archdruid of your vintage. Wow. City's imperfect, but neither is nature. It's dangerous to idolize one thing at the expense of another. I mean, tough choices lie ahead. There's no time for bleeding hearts. Man, some of these choices... I mean, it's probably just because of who I'm playing. Hi, Imp in my head. Welcome on in. Yeah. I mean, she's also a little bit of an idealist.
Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that.
Yeah, the giant army. The giant army. Hey, Jaheira.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mistra. But I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm very slightly distracted watching Minsk. Oh no, what happened to... Oh, Boo, you okay? Where'd Boo go? Where's Boo? It looked like Boo fell off. Where'd Boo go? Alright.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconia was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
Aww. What'd she do to him?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
Miniature giant space hamster, a hamster, your best friend, the mouse, the brains to your brawn. I mean, that's the truth, but a miniature giant space hamster is also the truth.
Exactly!
That's what yeah.
The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them.
Jeez. I don't blame her. He's a saint. No, I'm surprised he didn't kill her then and there. Thank the gods you stopped her.
Ha! Minsk did not stop her. He did not need to. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch.
He went for the eyes.
She had fled from her camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. Viconia, yeah, that's a whole, yeah. All right. You know, we actually haven't talked to Withers in a hot minute. I'm guessing he doesn't have anything to say.
Fate spins.
Dost thou require a new ally?
No. Well, let's talk to Volo.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all.
I have anything to sell?
accurately
Do
as
you have anything to buy? Yeah, let's buy some potions of healing. We'll always buy your potions of healing. I think we actually have plenty of animal speaking. For once. It took forever. Hi, Lizelle.
I do not trust Mistra to do right with the crown. But I think I trust Gale even less. He must give it to her when the time comes, or his lust for power might well consume him.
No. Yeah, some of these I just am not ever going to, mention. Hi, Karlach.
Wow. So that was Mystra.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
Listen, as someone who talks to the divine on a regular basis, some of them can be just really, really, really dense. So here's the interesting thing. In my Friday game, slight spoilers from my Friday game, Shadows over Baldur's Gate. Not last game, but the game before that, I think I talked about this. We had a real big fight with a real big boss, which we did manage to win. And in the process of looting the body, amongst a whole bunch of things, one of the things that my character found that currently she has in her possession, what was described. Now you have to understand we are canonically in the events after what happened in Baldur's Gate 3. And we have encountered Baldur's Gate 3 characters. Like the big fight we just had was, we had Halsin in the fight. We were in Baldur's Gate and came across Dugravengard. He was the one who sent us on stuff to do. One of our characters has actually encountered Karlach. One of our characters, his god was Gale. So at least canonically in our game, Gale became a god. You know, all the normal stuff. I don't know for sure, but of the several things that we found on Arkin's body, yeah, it was Arkin the Cruel. What was described was a slate gray horn that had been from a creature that had been turned into like a drinking, very crudely turned into a drinking vessel. Because he said it was just a horn, a horn of a creature. And I said, well, is it like a trophy? Was it turned into an instrument? And he said, it turned into like a really crappy, something he could drink out of. And part of me is like, did Arkin the Cruel, was he the reason, is he the reason, is this Karlach's horn? Am I carrying around Karlach's horn? My other character? But my character in the Friday game had no reason to go down that path. She's just like, oh, this is kind of weird. Put it away. I mean, she's also currently carrying 7 soul coins, which also she was like, oh, these are really heavy and kind of ugly. And no one has told her what they are. So I'm sure there could be consequences. Anyway, back to the game. Hi, Gale. People are talking about you.
What's on your mind?
Apparently you. No. Why does Elminster have such faith in you? Wow. The way Orkira is going to ask this is, Elminster has a lot of faith in you.
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it.
Both?
I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
I mean, everyone likes cheese. Okay. Imp in my head says, interesting, I don't think it ever came up in the game how Karlach lost her horn. I don't think so either, which, leaves it rife and open for interpretation, which is why it's interesting. And it didn't get, no one brought it up in game because, first off, there was a lot of other stuff going on and a lot of slightly more important questions going on. And also it was in the list of stuff of oh, here are all the things that you found. And right before that was the bag of soul coins. So I think people were slightly more bag of soul coins. Even though once again, what when my character pulled out the soul coin, he was just like, this is really heavy and kind of ugly. What she was told is, oh, that's dangerous. You don't want to be playing around with that. No one told her what it was, though. No one told her why. So she's just carrying it around. Anyway. So yeah, at some point, I want to, like, we also know it's not magical. That's the only other thing we know about it, because someone had detect magic up. So yeah, I kind of want to look into it. Because at some point, we're going to go to Avernus. Because my character has promised Queen Titania that she would kill Tiamat and bring Tiamat's heart to her. You know, just normal things you promise. All right. Hi, Astarion.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mistra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
Okay. All right. I think it is time to trim our party members down to 4. Let's see if we can get a long rest. Let's see if the game is going to interrupt our long rest. Let's just go to bed. All right, everybody. Put your bets in. Are we getting a long rest? Uh-oh, here we go.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am.
Return from Shard doesn't necessarily oblige you to come here and embrace Saloon. Who are you? You mean, and do you feel? Yeah, I mean, this is Shadowheart's journey, so let's just be supportive. Gleaming metal, bum bum bum. It's always like, you know, you go to bed and it's always like, what's going to happen? I've always liked the aesthetic idea of rejoining a broken tiefling horn in the style like kintsugi. I know that means the Japanese adding the gold to broken pottery. I never pronounce it correctly, which sucks because it's so beautiful. That's an interesting idea. I think Karlach's answer to, gold joining the broken cracks. Yeah, I'm so bad at getting, it's one of those words I have a hard time pronouncing. I don't know why. I think it'd be interesting to see what Karlach's answer is to, hey, here's your horn. Here's your broken off horn. And something tells me her answer would be very dependent on how it broke in the first place, right? I always save my deepest drama and personal insight for right before bed. Definitely helps me sleep better for sure. Right, Gleaming Metal? Like, that's what we said right at the beginning. Like, why does everybody wait before bed? Like, go to sleep. And then, I don't know. And you feel anything?
Loss. Actual loss, not Shah's oblivion. I had my family. For too short a moment. Now they're gone. By my hand.
I mean, yes and no. They're not truly gone. Remember the moon motes. You did what was necessary, freed them and yourself. You made your choice. Now you have to live with it. Yeah, I think it's less about the moon motes and more like they aren't truly gone.
I remember. But they can't comfort me. They can't give me advice. They can't tell me what I was like as a little girl.
I want to, but I feel like that's a... Do we... Is that too much? Is that too much? Oh, jeesh. I'm gonna do it. Kind of an air hug. I bet if there was a romance going on between these two, there would also be more. But yeah. Orkira laying down, eyes squeezed shut, a line of companions standing behind her. I can't sleep, Orkira. I have too many secrets to share. Yeah. Right? So what's next?
We carry on. It's all we can do. I'll follow in a while. I think I want to stay here a little longer, firstly. This place isn't familiar, but it's peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, let's ask.
Shadowheart. She's as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. Can't just forget her. It's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me.
Did I ask this?
Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light.
I guess I get a chance to ask that twice, but eh. Hey! There we go. Okay. Inevitably, the horn will be on backwards, sideways, or upside down. I mean, it depends on who reattaches it, right? Right, Gleaming Metal? Okay. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, so everybody give me a minute, as now we have to do the whole rearrangement of folks. Because I need to get Astarion into this core grouping, because we're gonna go do his thing, and then I need to add everybody to the party. So, first...
How can I help?
I need you to remain in camp for a while.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so I'll be here.
Yes. Then we're gonna add Astarion.
My favorite traveler.
Yep. I thought you never asked.
Lead on.
Great. Okay, and then we're gonna do the thing. And then it's time for the thing. And for those of you who haven't watched me do the thing and have no idea what I'm talking about, where is it? Passives. Passives. All right. Warning. Flashing is gonna happen. So is this a mod thing? You have to break from all the characters before taking a long rest? Yes. So the mod that lets me have everybody in the party all at once, or as many people as I want in the party all at once. Basically, there's a couple of things that it forces you to do in order to avoid bugs. And one of those things is when you go to bed, it won't let you have more than 4 people in your party before you go to bed. Because apparently that's one of the things that will break the game. So you can do the, that intermediate section where you're all in your night clothes and stuff happens, that you can still have everybody. But when you're actually going to go to sleep, it forces you to go back down to 4. And so when you wake up, you have to put everybody back into your party. There's like 1 or 2 other places where it happens. And there's like the boat ride, I think in Act 1 where it happens. There's 1 or 2 other very specific spots. But you know what? It's a small price to pay. So yeah, it's one of the ways that it just avoids any problems. And then the whole adjustment of having people in the party kind of thing. As long as she is effective and remains obscured, the number needs to... Oh, this is just something she's got on her. Okay. And then it's not necessarily something I think happens all the time, but I have noticed that sometimes, like, so right now the game considers this the main party, and I can go and add everybody else in. And there'll still be interactions between people, and if there's a story beat that happens and I've got other people in the party, it'll probably still happen, but there's been some bugginess sometimes if like a really important story beat happens to, say, Astarion, but he isn't in the top 4 sometimes. So I've just found it easier to make sure that, all right, we're going to go do Astarion's thing. Let's make sure Astarion is in the top 4. Okay, so now I've got myself back up to 10. So we're going to go ahead and...
What's on your mind?
Join me.
With...
So now we're going to go ahead and add everybody back into the party.
Is something...
I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
It is done. Hi, Sundry Clowncar. Is this Gale's Magic Mansion, or did they let you set up the camp inside someone's swanky house? Oh, this is, this is the Elf Song Tavern. Sorry. So yes, depending on what you do, you can convince them to let you basically have the top of the Elf Song Tavern. So when you take a long rest, this is your home.
Gale reminds me of the Vremyonoi of my homeland.
Yes?
The man mages of Rashiman. While the girl folk go on to rule as Wiklarin, we've touched boys were hidden away, trained to work their craft in silence and secrecy. It is an old custom, not well observed. In truth, I thought it born of caution, after some catastrophe wrought by wizardly menfolk of old. Now I wonder if it was not done to hide them from Mistra, and the snares she sets for young and prideful boys, All this suggests that Mistra has never tempted a witch into foolishness. Not that I would blaspheme by suggesting otherwise. I forget why I began this long and winding story. Yes, Boo, we have been spending too long around the wizard.
Hey. Well, I just wanted to join me, so.
The cub speaks.
Yeah, join me. And Halson?
Oakfather preserve you.
I'm preserved.
Then you'll have me.
And hi.
Always good to talk, my friend.
I always want you with me. And hi, Shadowheart.
Mistra has forsaken Gale entirely.
Is it? Did she really?
A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Oh, she's in the party. Okay, do I have everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay. You need to take a potion of animal speaking. And now we just go down the line.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Let's take a look at your... So we're going into a place with a bunch of vampires. Why are you creating undead? Don't create undead. That's... Yeah, so we want you... I mean, we probably want you doing that. We want all the contagion. We don't want all the contagion. Yeah, radiant and sunlight. We want all the radiant and sunlight. And daylight. That's a sphere of sunlight. Okay, good. When we get outside, I don't think I've ever actually cast Heroes Feast in this game before. This is going to be fun. Okay. And then...
Keep a blade close.
Astarion, yeah, speaking of keeping blades close, why don't you make sure that you've got... You can't be paralyzed or restrained places effects. Yeah, let's get you that and go ahead and coat some stuff. Gale, let's put on your armor. No, we could just do it at first level. Was there anything else I needed Gale to do? No, that was really it. I did like the interaction between Gale and Mystra. I'm more on Gale's side, but he was ready to tell her off, and she was out of pride. You made the antithesis of magic something that could have actually killed me. You took a bit of wind out of Gale's sails with that part. Right? Like, mistakes were made on both sides. I'm a little more on Gale's side because Mystra did the thing that I hate, which is blaming him for making a decision that makes sense for him to make, that she's angry about because she knew a thing that he didn't know and she didn't tell him, right? Like, she's pissed that he went after Karsus's stuff, and she's pissed because she knows that that's like a separate thing of magic, that has nothing to do with Mystra, that's not her weave. But he didn't know that, and she knew he didn't know that. And so instead of telling him, hey, don't do that, and this is why, she just let him. And so of course he made this mistake. And she knew he was looking into it, right? Right? So, like, it'd be one thing if she'd told him, hey, this is why I don't want you looking into this. And then he still went off and did it. Like, that would have been crappy. But she didn't tell him. She didn't tell him, and so, of course, like, he thought he was going off to go find some lost magic of hers. He thought he was doing a thing for her. And of course, because she didn't stop him, and she didn't say anything to him, and she's a friggin' god, why would he think that it was a bad thing? Because if it was a bad thing, she would have stopped him. This is my lover. This is my god. Of course. So, like, I'm more pissed off at her than I am at him. He's certainly made his own questionable choices. Should he have even gone after any of Karsus's stuff, considering what happened with Karsus and that whole calamity? And then the now blow yourself up, that's where I'm like, nope, you suck, stupid for the story. Yeah, imp and gleaming metal, yeah. 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 Okay. He's got his mage armor.
Action, not reaction.
Well, first we're gonna coat something in poison. Sure.
Sleep with one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
I don't think there's anything that it makes sense for you to do in advance. True strike, find familiar animal friendship, cure wounds. Nope, not really. Jaheira, I don't think there's anything for you to do in advance. Nope, you got Sunbeam.
Speak to me.
Speak to me softly. Hamstring shot. I don't think there's anything you do in advance. Will.
Pride of the gate.
Will, I need you to put on your armor. Nice. And you've got your blade. And yeah, I think let's get outside and let's check out this hero's feast, because I'm excited. Actually, let's save here because we just did a lot. We just did a lot. Overnight angst. Oh no, this completely unavoidable thing happened. Yeah. Gleaming metal. To be honest, this Mr. Weirdness is 100% in line with her history of causing trouble through secrecy. You would think a god would learn. Unfortunately, this one god was prideful. Tale as old as time. Yeah, Sundry, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Time to help Astarion. I think this is the... Did I go to the right place? Hey, look at this. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay. Shadowheart.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Well, you're not. You are gonna cast this awesome spell, and I'm excited to see this. Hero's Feast. Hero's Feast. Hero's Feast. Nope, that's mirror image. That's dominate person. Fear. We can hope. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hero's Feast. You and everyone around can't be poison frightened until long rest 60 feet. Okay. This should get everybody. Right? Can't be poisoned, diseased, or frightened. Your HP increases and you make wisdom saving throws at advantage. This is such a fun spell. I love this spell so much as a cleric. It uses the 6th level spell up. It's so useful. Thoroughly stuffed. It's also kind of fun. Thoroughly stuffed. Now look at that. Thoroughly stuffed.
Interviews, politics, gossip, all of it gets in bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people
okay.
in a broadsheet. Puzzles.
I think I need to get on this side. Because I don't think that... Well, first I need to get away from Sorcerer's Sundries. Let's just go north. Let's just go north.
Very well.
Come on, everybody.
Nothing's happening. Oh shit, that was 4 times, wasn't it?
So,
No.
Tahira, do you like to, that is, what do you like to do?
As in... hobbies? Oh, well... I like to play music, I suppose?
I'm just picturing you strumming on a harp so hard the strings snap and try not to shriek. What do you play?
Yeah, but I beg you first.
Mostly the same children's rhyme. I'm better to whistle often. I do not get a lot of time to practice.
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Spare me the sad eyes, girl. Not every daily deed is worthy of song. Certainly none I can play.
God, I love Karlach so much.
Still alive.
Okay.
So that's progress.
Rah, I hate it when it does that. Okay. Alright.
My door is walls.
Nope.
Better to have hung a mirror, taken a good long look at themselves.
A bloody display of murderous power. Baal means to stoke fear, make us cower.
All it does is make Minsk wonder if Boo has already eaten his villain's eyes.
Sometimes I forget that Boo is actually kind of
At least
bloodthirsty sometimes.
Interesting.
Is this... Okay.
The devil's fee.
But I dared you first, so you have to go.
Okay. Let's...
Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
There we go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Now we're going to be in the exciting part where I'm going to desperately try to get to the place I need to get. You know, the exciting part. Can Lauren navigate a map?
First one to give up before
Bloomridge Park. I love how it's so serious.
There's something going on here. I don't like it. Careful. I smell an ambush.
Again?
Are you sure it's not the flowers you're smelling? You may be allergic. But better safe than sorry, I suppose.
We're also going in the wrong direction. I need to go north. I got turned around and I need to go north. I need to get up the wall. I mean, I think we already got ambushed over here, so... I mean, it might happen again. Who knows?
I'm with Kevin. The novel's sense of intrigue was its reason. Oh yeah, don't get me. He killed all the bad guys on his own. That doesn't sound true.
Okay.
You're just jealous because you don't have any.
That was not where I wanted to go. I need to get up there, I think. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed. I am annoyed. I need to get up on this wall. Where do I go to get up on the wall? Where? I might have to go in here?
Looking ahead.
I'm just looking around, mostly. Alright, let's try... I'm gonna end up just back where I started. Oops.
Best get going.
I'm trying. I'm just failing miserably at the getting and the going. Brah! Yeah.
Considering.
Oh, we're back by Sorcerer Sundries. Everything is going to get loud. Okay. How the heck do I get on the wall? There's a wall, the wall, the wall. No, that's a chest. I don't care about the chests. I just want to get on a wall. I've forgotten how to get on this wall. Blah. Maybe I just need to approach it from a different angle. Don't mind me, I am just a little lost. I mean, we could go around this way.
All's well that ends.
Yeah, this is the part in where, like, yes, have I played this game before? A bunch. Yes. Do I know a lot about this game?
Your oldest sin, right, Halsin? You must have lots of good stories.
A few. But people always warm to the most salacious chapters.
Of course.
They forget how much I study, meditate, and, as a bear, hibernate. I must have spent 100 years or more asleep.
Ah, sleep and adventure. Maybe I'll come back as a bear in some future life.
Flowers, every color of the rainbow.
If I end up if I go to the graveyard, there's other stuff going on here in the graveyard that I don't want to get distracted by. What happens if you camera pan and just click on the spot? That is an excellent question. I have no idea. Let's see. I mean, is it possible? Do I need to actually go in the bad place? I might need to go in the bad place. Oh, jeez. All right, come back over here. Pretty sure I don't. pretty sure I don't need to go into the graveyard. I'm actually quite positive if I go in the graveyard,
Is that blood?
I'm just gonna
never
get
mind.
distracted because I know there's other stuff that happens in the graveyard. All right.
What's he got to say for himself?
All right. You know what? Orkira is better at pathfinding than I am. Let's just. All right. Yep. We just had to go to Watchtower. Well then. You know, sometimes Orkira, you know what? Often Orkira is smarter than me. Zara Palace, South Tower.
The security shouldn't be too tight. A few child innocents, maybe.
I mean, there's also 10 of us. Save so you don't have to do that again. I mean, that's a good idea. I don't think I'm going to have to do that again because there's 10 of us. But, you know what? It can't ever hurt to save. Going into the palace. Palace? Because also, let's be honest. There's 10 of us, and I'm gonna cast light on myself. I ain't sneaking. Just taking a look around, but obviously we're going up here. Hi.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
I am inspecting security on your master's orders. I love the idea that Orkira is just going to be like, I'm here to kill your master. I mean, I guess I'll try. Sure. Hey, there we go.
Of course. Whatever the master desires.
Yeah, man.
Enter freely. And of your own will.
Don't mind me and my 9 friends. Are all of them?
Be welcome, citizen. Be safe.
I mean, we'll do our best. Let's see. Let's talk to the giant rat. Hi.
Another visitor? Staying long? The others are.
Who are these visitors?
Guests. Came for a party. Never left, though. Dunno what happened to them. Don't want to know. But I'm sure you're different. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Are we different? Yes. Will we be fine? Questionable. They're my +9 on the RSVP, right? We're just gonna hang out here and... Alright, is that everybody? Yes. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what's going on up here. Anything fun?
Seems simple enough.
Does this key get me in here? Awesome. Hey, a rogue with a forgery kit. Turn that 1 into a 9, no problem, right? I mean, that is the fun part about having... That's one of the fun parts about having everybody here with me. Zar Palace servant etiquette and key. There comes a point in where I don't...
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I'll just take that. I will read this. There comes a point where I don't have to worry about doing all the sneaky sneak. I have 9 people. Arise's rules do not fair to follow. Do your job silently. Do not speak unless spoken to. The master likes it quiet. If you are not busy, find something to do and look busy. The master likes diligence. If you counter the master, stand still and cast down your eyes with deference. The master likes to be respected. No whistling. What's wrong with whistling?
No one back home will ever believe this.
All right. In we go.
Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
That's a good question.
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. As for vampire dens, I'd brace your nose. They can be very organic.
Organic. That's a way to put it. Hi, Delcoon. Welcome on in. Let us continue along the way. Let's see.
Well, that's suspiciously welcoming.
Oh, but there's a pouch over here. Let's at least check on the pouch before we go into the suspiciously welcoming. I mean, we aren't sneaking, so let's be fair. Oh, there's nothing in the pouch. If we were sneaking, I think it'd be suspicious, but we're not.
I always wondered what a vampire's lair would look like. Can't say I pictured it being quite this theatrical.
I find it surprisingly similar to Queen Vlaakith's aesthetic.
That's a hint.
That makes sense. She does have a flair for the dramatic.
And is undead. I mean, that is a hint. Imp in my head, that's a random thought. Can a dragonborn whistle? Yes, dragonborn have lips. They absolutely have lips, so they can whistle. You want me to prove that they have lips? I have two ways to prove they have lips. One, lipstick. Why would you be able to wear lipstick if you didn't have lips? Two, they can kiss. Why would you be able to kiss if you didn't have lips? There's a puckering. So yes, of course they can whistle. Imp in my head. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be yeah, there's... I mean, yes. I think if I was playing this game the proper way,
everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
I'd be sneaking the heck out of this. But I'm not, so screw it.
If Minsk had any hairs on his head, this place would set in all his standing. And look how Boo punches his hackles.
We three have come through darker places than this together, Minsk. And hamsters don't have hackles.
They don't?
Does Jahira not set your heart at ease, Boo? It is comforting to know that one so wise can be so wrong.
The master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
So, like Shadowheart's story, yeah, this gets dark, everybody. This gets dark.
Bless us, Master. May we be one.
Sinister door. Ha! I like it. We're not even gonna try. Okay, before we go through the sinister door, though, we're gonna snoop, and by snoop I mean wander around and not even care.
Everything must be.
Elegant robe. Let's check the desk. I don't really think there's anything. Yeah, I've learned the wrong way to not take mysterious ledger, listing and tracking inventory of goods, regular deliveries. Yep. The ballroom door. Let's train new servants on how to operate the ballroom door has gone missing, and my signet ring alone won't do the job. Please have the servants sort this out. The servants and I are thoroughly... Get your bones out of the kennel and search every chamber on the vampire spawn level and quickly find that book. And the door's vibe particularly has a neon sign over it that says FAFO. Right? When even the game is like, this be evil. Oh yeah, Flaming Fist, sure. Is this a... No, that is... The problem with having curtains that not only designate where rooms end and be... Yeah, see? Like, it's shit like that. It's shit like that. What is that? Yep, we'll take that. My darling Duffy. Aww. Despite all your promises when we went to the afterlife we'd go together, you went without me. Or did you? I found your body and an empty bottle. I know you took a potion, but was it poison or something else? Here are 2 more identical bottles. I'm going to drink one of them, and then I'll join you. Or one way or another, I love you for eternity.
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
I mean, the choices were made. Supreme healing! Let's send that to... Ooh, who are we gonna send that to? Garlac. We'll send that to Lizelle. Can we just walk through this one? Nope. Okay. Can we just walk through that one? Yes, we can. Wait. Okay. No, not the chandelier. I want to look in the wicker chest. Okay, this is alchemist stuff. This is alchemist stuff. This is alchemist stuff. Okay, sure. Condemnation. No, I don't want to add. I don't want to pick it up. I just want to soap bar. The who? The who's-y what's it where? A guy. I'll read that later. Now is not the time.
Something over there.
Okay. Oh, hey, Duffy's diary. Let's read. Chamberlain, the final page of diary reads, I know enough about what the master has in mind with his ritual that I refuse to be the stand-in for that missing brat Astarion. Even if Cazador finds my body, the potion Bonecloaks sold me is promised to provide a convincing illusion of death, especially since I'll leave behind a lookalike potion of acid poison. My regret is dear this person's name, but I simply cannot trust her with the secret of my one chance of escape. When the potion wears off, Cazador will have ascended and will need my services or no more in the master of the Aha. Mm-hmm. A whole bunch of, yeah. I don't want to look at the chandelier. I want to look at the casket because, you know... I mean, there's a guy in there, right? There's a guy? Yeah. I mean, he's technically dead. He's not really dead. He's like, kind of dead. Okay, where else? Where haven't we been yet?
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see his true form.
Use logic. It wasn't good logic, but they made an attempt. Yeah. Okay, I think... Okay, we still need to do here. Let's go down this way. Yeah, this place certainly has an aesthetic. And the aesthetic is vampires.
Ah, necrotic magic. Keep your whiskers clear of it, Boo.
Was Minsk the only one who succeeded on that Arcana check? What?
I'm so tired.
What?
I can rest soon.
Okay, or we're gonna come... Okay. Gale.
Quite ready for you.
Would you please... examine the door. Sinister, dark energy envelops the door. It's cursed. Okay. Interesting. There's probably a better way to get through the door than what I'm about to do. Mind your manners, please. Or no. But no, I won't. It's cursed. I've got remove curse. I've probably got a spell scroll of remove curse. I could bestow curse. Ray, remove curse. Here we go. Did I just... Oh yeah, I've got it. Okay. What do you mean can't reach destination? Will you...
How much farther can I go?
You can go over there. Ooh, and ooh, and... Not cursed anymore. I think the rest of the room is cursed. Okay. Sapping curse. She is... I mean... She's dead, but is she dead? Dead? This cursed and... Yeah, it's another curse. Okay, do I have another remove curse? F-E... Ray... S. I don't. Okay. I'll use another spell slot. I do need to... I don't think I've actually prepared remove curse. Aid, blindness, calm, hold, lesser, prayer, protection, silence, spiritual weapon. Where revivify... Oh, I did have it prepared. That's okay.
A stitch in time. I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here.
Okay, we can now exit. Okay, can I...
Ah, the bedrooms. Never once slept in.
Well, yeah.
This is where I took our guests. I'd entertained them here until Cazador appeared and took them away.
Yeah. All right, let's read.
No one ever died here, though. Something strange happened to that girl.
Yeah, it was a whole curse. Victoria, remember to read that ancient language book. You'll need to know some of the vocabulary to be able to move freely within the palace. Oh, yeah, because I gotta know... Okay. Oh, this is... Nope. That's... Give me Astarion. Hi. I would like you to please lockpick this chest. Yeah. What's in here? Yay. What is this? Helmet of Grit. Whereas 50 hit points or less, they have an additional bonus action. Interesting. Light armor. I mean, you are wearing the shrouded in shadow thing, so I don't think, and if you've got less than, that would be a bad idea. You're probably wearing, the critical hit thing. That'd be a bad idea. You don't have a helmet. And you don't have a helmet, but you can wild shape. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense for you. Can you wear it? That is an excellent question.
Evil hides and Boo seeks.
And you are a ranger. You should be able to... Yeah, there we go. But let's... Yeah, there we go.
No one stopped me yet.
We'll just hide that during dialogue. Silver cake stand, you know, for those times where you want your cake to be fancy. That's a desk. And a wardrobe. That's here's a dictionary I can read. This book is a dictionary of the ancient language. From a distant land of Karatur, flipping through the pages, you find certain words and phrases are underlined. Open, enter, beware, forbidden, and sealed. I wonder if those will come in handy.
A dictionary of an ancient language. Hardly surprising for a vampire's lair.
But very important, considering what the note was that we read on her desk. Very, very, very important. Is that just a demon head? What is that? Oh, that's a bull. For a second I was just like, what is that head doing there? Okay.
Behold, one of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel. A fetid little cell he throws into when displeased.
There's also the door. Okay, I want to do both. But I feel like we're being led. So, what I like about Baldur's Gate 3, as long as you're not in a fight, you can swap out. I knew a few people that thought that they had to put their party into long rests every time before they swap. Oh, I mean, there's a lot going on in this game, so.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
What? Oh, hi.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody.
Normally, this would not be the direction that Orkira would go. Except, this is an undead. So, yep, you're gonna lose it.
Not very nice.
I'm very nice.
Not very friendly.
Just not to you.
Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Cody?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill Cazador.
How dare you? As if you could lay a finger on the master, you ungrateful little
brat!
How did he roll his R
will
without
not
a
let you
tongue?
get away with blasphemy.
Blasphemy?
Gody will see you punished.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Are we only fighting Gody? Yeah, I think we're only fighting Gody.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
Yeah. I kind of want to, but I feel like I should save that for Cazador. You know what? Hit him again. No, not yet. Ooh. And then you know what? Hit him again.
Swift and lethal.
Would you please go over here and help destroy this thing very quickly? Let's try that again. Come on. There you go. And let's... third time.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
You getting in there is going to be real hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Ooh, yeah.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Okay. Symbol of Zara family has a description of some crusty old language, which is probably...
Inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
Yeah, I think that's...
Everything must be clean. Everything
we'll
must be perfect.
grab that. Disadvantage on stealth checks. Yeah, I don't think we need the rest of this. Okay. Anyway. I don't know if there's anything else. I think it was just Gody that we came in here for, right? Oh, yeah, there's a chest.
Inside?
Well, it's inside the chest. Yeah. A clue! Yeah.
Should mind my step.
Okay. Let's save just because we've gone far enough. Yeah, let's delete this save and then we'll new save. Should probably go through and delete some of these older saves. Sorry, not sorry. Gody. Gody? Meh, whatever. Whoops, I think I just closed the door. Yep, let's open the door.
Master favors wool, not rat.
Okay.
Master not feed wool, keep it spawn.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
Everything must go. Nope, nope. Go this way. Come on. Keep going. Oh, we got some silver. We've got an opulent chest. Are you locked? No. Okay, good. Oh, here's a diary. What's going on in here? Ever since the master turned me and forced me to bring Victoria along to the palace, I've had to be his best hunter just so I could stay in here with my daughter and keep her away from the other spawn. I don't like it. The way Violet looks at her, not at all. When I ask the master what he plans to do with Victoria, Cazador just gives me a wicked smile. Next time I get out on a hunt, I must talk to Figaro and finalize the deal for Victoria's escape disguise. If only enough time for this ritual the master talks about. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody was looking to GTFO. Everybody was trying to get out of here. Sponge tray, soap bar, soap. Okay. And we're gonna go this way. Spawn dormitory.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
This is where the spawn were kept. when we were getting neither the cat nor the stick.
Bloody and raw.
Did you leave anything behind that you really wanted to pick up while you were here? Cazador's finest. When you're on the hunt to take prey. Yeah. I don't need to be reading the... Oh, this is probably gonna be sad. This is gonna be sad. Hee hee. Nasty rash. Ugh. Okay. No spoilers, but you talked to that family of hunters in the city. I did, and you feel free to spoil. This is a here. I'll just quick remind everybody. You are welcome to spoil. I appreciate the care. I appreciate the warning ahead of time, especially for other people. But yes, we are okay with spoilers in this house. Oh yeah, not. No, we don't all need to go into the bathroom. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Where did I need to go? There. I need to come. We're trying to rescue. Yeah, I gotta get to the, I gotta get to them. That's going outside. I don't want to go outside. I need to go get past the ballroom door's magical seal. Oh yeah, the super evil door. Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? I have a key and I know what I'm doing. Let's making our way back to the super evil door. There we go. Super evil door this way, I think. Yes, super evil door this way. Hey, it's a super evil door.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest.
Gee, I wonder...
Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found.
Do the thing. I like solving puzzles in where I just find the answers.
Slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
Open sesame, party guest.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Oh yeah, there's just a bunch of bats and rats. I was like, there's a lot of... Oh no, there's not. I mean, there are wolves. There's a lot in here, but not that many things. Okay. This is actually not a bad place to bottleneck them all up. Let's get a couple shots, or a shot, I should say.
You're mine.
Nah. And then we're gonna
Bless us, Master.
back you up.
May we be worthy of you. Everything must be clean.
Darn it.
Everything must be perfect.
I was hoping either Shadowheart or Orkira were gonna go before everybody, all of this, because they can throw down a... Yeah, but they won't. Well, I'll be able to get Karlak up there. That's alright. One of them will throw down a Spirit Guardians and then they'll just go all those. All those. Oh, I gotta kill a wolf. I don't like killing wolves. They're too much like killing puppies. Okay. Nothing wrong with turning on the wood chipper after they jump in. True, but it's so much more fun when they just go brrrr, and they don't get their attacks off, too. Alright, let's get Minsk up here. I don't think he's got... Yeah, ML friendship isn't going to work much here. I need to get him a ranged weapon. I need to get him a ranged weapon. No, I don't want stuff. Did I give him anything? I want to hold on to that. I mean, it would be very Minsk to, like, run out and just start attacking all sorts of stuff, but that would, I would be so... It'd just be a bad idea. You know what? Let's use this awful, awful cantrip. Alright. I don't really need Will to be up into the melees. Why don't you... Yeah. There we go. Alright. You are gonna have... Let's... What... Gust of wind.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Why do I feel like I'm like missing spells with you? Did I not give you like? Yeah, we're missing spells with you. Okay, after this fight, I need to make sure. Oh yeah, and he had Hero's Feast. Okay. After this fight, hey, chat. After this fight, I need to remind me that Halsin, I need to redo his spells. Heat metal isn't gonna work. Produce flame, nah. Blight, meh. Poison spray, ice storm. Crash in the sky, covering the ground, striking all objects and creatures. That would take care of a lot of this, actually. And right about... Okay. I'm gonna get... I want to get those 3, and then... Yeah, right there. There we go. I'm gonna have you move back a
Bless us, Master.
skosh.
May we be worthy of you.
And then I would like you to wild shape.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
Everything must go. Okay, be your water funness, because it makes me so happy. Yeah. I love how these spawn are just like, don't mind me. Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect. You've got 5 rages. Is it worth you raging right now? That is an excellent question. Probably not. I'm just gonna continue to shoot this. Okay. Alright, here come a bunch of bats. And rats. Temporarily hostile. Who became temporarily? Miss. I mean, it's a bunch of... No, I'm just saving some resources here. That I'm gonna Warding Flare just so that it's not a crit. Okay. Let's move you so that you actually have line of sight. I mean, Orkira's up there. She's gonna be the one that's gonna poof, and then we'll be good to go. I mean, call lightning would be real nice. Yeah, and we're just gonna concentrate on that.
Time to strike.
Oh, you became hostile. Hey, Lizelle. Yeah. Thank you.
I won't give in.
I don't need you to give in. I need you to... Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardian. Where's my Spirit Guardians? Spirit Guardians. Where's my... Oh, Radiance. Spirit Guardians. Thank you. We're just gonna do it at our base level. Uh-huh. We're gonna move slightly this way to get those two bats. We're gonna move back this way. And maybe forward just a bit. And we're gonna end our turn. Come on in, boys. Yes, hi, come on over, sure. Yeah, that'll be taken care of. I'm not terribly concerned about you. Yeah. There we go. And in you go. Hi, Shadowheart. Well, I mean, you might as well... Yeah, do the thing. They're probably... I mean, they're vampires. I'm gonna make a wild guess. And I'm gonna be very, very wrong. Okay. Alright. I think it makes more sense for you to sneak attack this guy. Nope, we're saving that. And then come over here and stab. And come over here and stab. Alright, Wolf. Minsk, come on over here. Did someone knock over a bunch of pots and pans? What was that? What is going on? Can you still do the thing? Do the thing, sure. Yeah. And then... And into the wood chipper. Alright. Move up just a little bit. It's a little easier for you to see. Why don't you Eldritch Blast?
We shall prevail.
You shall. Let's do your healing thing, because your healing thing makes me so happy. Healing vapors. Oh, I can move you a little bit more this way, and I can just... Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. That is just ridiculous, and I love it so much. And again. Alright. Oh, there's still a giant rat left. Hey, would you like to come on in and get... Oh, the giant rat was smart enough to be like, nope! I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with the giant rat. Why don't you... And why don't you... And, I mean... Take a sick flame. You know what? You were smart enough to stop. But I'm that person. Oh, you fell over. I forgot about that. And into the spirit guardians. Why don't you move up just a bit and stick a bunch of fire in their face. Why don't you move up over here? Oh, you fell over again. God. I hate attacking these puppies. It makes me feel bad. I don't want a divine intervention just yet. Nice. Why don't you move...
With finesse.
With finesse. Move with all of the finesse and sneak attack. This guy. Nope, not yet. Thank you. Concentrating on? Oh, True Strike. I forgot he even had that. How hurt is this thing? Oh, I'm gonna do that weird. Okay, we're gonna.
This is my time.
I love you, Will, but actually it's not.
Let us see the battle won.
I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna do that. I need to move up just a tiny bit more.
Must keep going.
Just,
Bye
you know.
forever, pal.
And now. And. Yeah. These spirit guardians, you...
Whatever it takes.
I need you to stop concentrating on that. Who's concentrating on wild shape? Who's concentrating on the ice? Was it Jaheira? No, you had the thing going on. Okay, no, I think we're good.
What to do?
I wanted to make sure that Halson spells and anyone else you want to switch. Thank you, imp in my head. Yeah, how? I mean, now that he's a water myrmidon, he's basically gonna be that for the rest of the game. But it is. Oh yeah, I can't switch him while he's in this form. You know what though? He's got like, how many wild shapes does he have? And they recharge on a short rest? That's fine. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Why don't you dismiss wild shape? And we're gonna go back into your... that was not what I wanted to. Come here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. I need you. Wall of Thorns is fun, but we're gonna Sunbeam, because guess what we're about to do? Contagion, Greater Restoration, Insect Plague, Planar Binding, Wall of Stone. Blight is fun, Confusion, Minor, and I'm comfortable. I could have sworn I did all of this, but apparently I did not. Wall of Fire, yes please. No, because I got Ice Storm, and that does damage as well. Flaming Sphere is kind of fun. Enhanced Sleep. Let's do you. Okay, one more. Ooh. I mean, he's gonna Sunbeam is what is gonna happen. You know what? Let's grab that. Just in case the water gets out of hand. Okay. We'll probably have to take a short rest just so that he can get his wild shape back, although it's not the end of the world if he doesn't. Whew! Man, it's almost 1 o'clock already. I forgot how big this place is. Yeah. We're not going to really find anything with these guys. I don't think so.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'm not going to search... I'm not going to search every single rat. That is just asking to be bored. I'll get you in. Sansi, I've been invited to a party at the palace. It's Czar's place tonight in their ballroom. Show the chamberlain at the door this note and he'll let you join me. Wear your best dress. We're gonna die. Okay. Lavish chairs. There's a flute. There's some sheet music. There's another party guest. Yep.
If not over.
So some of these were the musicians. How dare. How dare he just kill the musicians. Is this the green room? Oh, I see a button. I see the button. Something just happened. Ah, it closed the door. Okay, now we're gonna push the button again.
All right, what now?
We'll do that ladder in a second. I don't think there was anything else over here. This is the other... Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the other green room that they can pop out of.
Better not be cursed.
The ladder? No, I don't think the ladder is cursed. I think this whole place is cursed, but the ladder in specific, probably not. Let's save. We'll just overwrite that save. It is very possible I may get up to the fight with Cazador and then save, and then we might be doing that fight next week. Because, yeah, I forgot that there's a lot going on here, and there's still one other thing. That's a button. Is this the other room? Because there's also this hatch. Well, let's look around in here. That's a door. A plain, unadorned note. On my 13th birthday, I was summoned to the city palace. Yeah. Oh. There's a lot of like bad stuff. I mean, surprise, surprise. There's a lot of bad stuff. And kids in cages and bad things. Where is that button? Is the button behind the thing? Orkira, where are you going? Okay, that's one way to... Oh, there's another button. We're just pressing all the buttons. There we go. Oh, this place isn't evil.
Never a dull moment.
At all.
Let me work my magic.
Gale, would you press the button?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, all right.
Let's
Would you
see what
press the
this
button?
does.
All right, bunch of stuff. Silver necklace, silver ingot. Okay. Ah, that was what I was looking for. And then press the button.
Light on my feet.
Well, that sucks. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, everybody, back
Shouldn't
outside.
have wished to live in more interesting times.
All right, let me put Orkira here. So that way, because...
How delicious.
At least things have stayed
Everybody,
interesting.
everybody get outside. Everybody outside. There we go. All right. Okay, through the door.
Still alive, so that's progress. Don't waste a step.
Yep, lots of just wooden caskets lying around. You know, for the ambiance. Is that where I came down? I think that's where I came down. I think I've been everywhere. Yes, I know I cannot fast travel from this location. Okay, where was that hatch? I think that was back this way. Mute is over here. Hatch. Oh, is this... Wait, what? Oh, this...
Has to put my hands on everything.
Okay. I gotta take that other ladder. I made a false assumption. I thought that hatch was leading to somewhere else. Come over here. Well, you know. Okay. Go up this ladder. Everybody climbing. What's in the wooden chest? What's in the pouch? Well, I'll do that. I'll always take a wall of stone. Sure. Why can't I don't want to use it. I want to take it. I mean, I'll take the loot, but I just drop. I'll send it to camp. Okay. All right, where am I supposed to be going? Where am I supposed to be going? I thought I had figured it all out, and I have not. Nope, that's how I get out. This place is so big! I did all the button pressing I need to do to, right? Because if I press this, it's going to close the door, right? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure I figured all that out. Because I got the key. Let's go back upstairs. There's probably something else I need to do with the key upstairs. Hatch. Oh, geesh. There's something shining off of there for sure. Leave? Is it over here I gotta go? Well, I haven't been here yet, so let's go. We're still wandering around. Oh. Random guy with sword. Rows of books. Let's see, you got anything interesting on you? Party planner? Let's see what the party's all about. Seems to be the working notebook used by certain Chamberlain. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast. Yes, we know. We know. The final feast is going to be evil people doing evil things, doing the evils. Are those not? Those are not. Okay. That's the problem with areas being cut off by curtains, is I don't know what is a curtain I can walk through and what is a curtain. Hey, it's the dais.
Stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age. Signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Guess what? Let's descend to the depths below the palace. Cazador's dungeon, you know. Look at this. This is how you know the game knows that this has been a crawl and a half. Is that there's that. Random glowing crystal vase. Okay.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Yep. Yeah, this place big. This place super big. Let's check out. I know I'm supposed to... There's one other thing I want to do before we end for today.
Looking ahead.
There's some folks we need to talk to. Nope, I don't want to be on the dais. Don't make the dais thing happen. Come over here.
Best get going.
Okay, I think... that way is to where Cazador is.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Is it this door? One of the doors leads to the people I gotta talk to before we go kill Cazador, and the other one is the door to the Cazadors. The door to the Cazadors. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save our game right here. Chat time? If I'm wrong, then we'll just reload, because I don't want to... I think I want to do the chat, and then we'll save and do the fight with Cazador next time. So if I'm wrong...
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
That's that organic smell that we were worried about. That we were warned about, sorry. Ah, this is where I needed to be, yes.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Yeah.
Ugh, disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Yeah.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long
What?
How long have I been down here?
Yeah. This is just like before. We gotta let Astarion take the lead here.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
I mean, it's not much, but oh no. I cannot fail on this. This is just heartbreaking. I need to at least
free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
I mean,
that's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
Where is he now?
The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good question. Also, I'm desperately trying to stay in the mood of this intense scene and not look at the fact that Shadowheart and Gale have merged into one person back there, and it's very, very creepy.
I don't know. I just don't want to die down here. Please. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
Oh. And now, there you go.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
Oh. I mean, I want to say this, but I want him to not. You can save them.
What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose.
Still hope for them. You got out. You got better. This isn't you. Not really. In the moment they die, they will hate you as much as they hate him. You will never forget that. Did you feel for... Oh, jeesh. Oh, jeesh. This isn't you. I think I'm gonna go 4, especially since he had that moment when he was pondering what Dame Malin had said. I went hope because Cazador won't be around to command them, said Imp. Yeah, I'm kind of going back. You got out, you got better, and don't you feel for them? Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like this is... This is too... playing on hatred. This is just... like, it feels flat to me. Obviously, this is... Oof. You know what? I think Orkira would go for 1 as well. Because, yeah, she would want to think that they could be helped the same way he could.
They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
Well, that we agree on. And now for more trauma, the other cell. Yeah. Okay, so wait, which one was that?
What do we do when that tall freak comes back?
Okay, so that's the one we talked to. Is that the door that leads? So he's talking about going straight through. So what was this other one? Oh, that probably just leads out. Okay, so let's come over here.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
Yeah, more content warnings.
I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you.
Yeah, the children from the Monster Hunter camp.
Camp. Monster hunters. The Gur camp. Oh, gods! My parents' camp. Chessa, focus. Resist the beast inside you. You promised. It's your fault. You did this to us. Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns. I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you, mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
We promised their parents we'd save them.
Parents? You've seen my parents?
We find as long as we free you from this place, better off without you now that I've seen what you... Whoa, jeesh. They're looking for you.
I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't give up hope.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes, and with it, hope.
You really mean it? Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow.
Jeez. Yep.
Good luck. If you fail, well, I suppose we'll be seeing you again. In here.
Anything more you want to say after that?
Well, you clearly want to say something.
What? Why would I say that? Save this. Yeah, will you save them like you promised?
I'm not sure. I've been weighing my options. On the one hand, they're the key to my unlocking eternal power and freedom. On the other, well, it's my fault they're here. Yes, it was Cazador's command. I had no choice, but it seems now I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you owe them that.
And what am I owed? What about the injustices I've suffered? Am I not entitled to anything? All that matters now is killing Cazador. I've earned that, if nothing else. We can deal with the prisoners when the time is right. After all, they're not going anywhere.
I mean, you killing Cazador, that we can all agree on. That's, yeah. I don't think that the ritual required the kids. That means Cazador's being extra evil. Replace evil with word that might get moderated. You know, you might be right. Also, I don't know. I honestly don't know that, like, this is a dark enough story and a terrible enough character, and we know that he was getting desperate at the end, that I do wonder if... Part of me thinks, like, the luring and the seduction was taking too long, and so he just said, just go grab a bunch of kids. Like, I don't think Cazador cares. I really don't. Which is horrible, which is, like, absolutely horrible. And then also it puts... I think, yeah, the whole thing's horrible. The whole thing's horrible. But you know what? Next time we get together, we're going to put an end to Cazador. We're going to put a stop to that. Because, yeah, I think I'm going to pause here. Because even with an entire cadre, an entire posse of folks, it's a fight and a half with Cazador, and then stuff happens afterwards, and then people are going to talk afterwards, and, like, I don't want to rush through that. I don't want to rush on that. So yeah, we're going to save here, and we'll do that next time. But, hey, before we go, just as a reminder... so yeah, that game I was talking about earlier, Shadows over Baldur's Gate, that happens on Fridays at 7 Central, 5 Pacific on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel, where you can see me playing a Dragonborn Ranger / Rogue. That's right, it's my first... it's the first time I've ever played a multi-class character on a stream, and it's kind of fun. She's also a Fey Ranger from the Feywild, and she's ridiculous, and she's... I said in the last game that she is a walking, talking character who says things I never thought I'd say before. So yeah, that's her. She's fun. And yeah, you should come on by and watch that. And then, hey, today, if you happen to be around in an hour and a half, Players and Book are on 3 o'clock Pacific on the Players and Book Twitch channel, where the last time we finished running through the blockade to get to the island where we're trying to help a whole bunch of people who are in need of supplies because they are fighting against some really, really bad folks. And on the way, we stopped because the world kind of changed. Yeah, that's right. The nature of the universe changed. I think that's the best way to put it. You'll just have to come on by and watch. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. So yeah, come on by there. Thank you to everybody who came by the Dungeon Scrawlers channel and to my Moonbeam Realm. If you've missed any of these shows, you can go to either of those places. The Dungeon Scrawlers YouTube has all of the VODs, and some of the VODs are up on my Moonbeam Realm. Definitely, if you were watching on the Dungeon Scrawlers Twitch channel, let them know that you like this channel, and thank them for letting me take over for a couple of hours every week. And other than that, I'm gonna go and grab something to eat and shake off all the trauma. And we'll see you next encounter. Bye.